afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Allen off the play fake. Swinging this out for Pollard. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On play action, Allen. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Sliding it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short. They're going to be 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down. Let's go.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First down, and it's Pollard again. And a short pickup to about the 25. The Cowboys at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing is Allen on third. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys! Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 70. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack.
Oh, he's hitting, lost the football, put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back, able to get it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not being picked off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Jones. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Throwing now is Allen. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Nasir Adderley that time making the tackle.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 34. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Point after try forthcoming.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Matabike working his way to the quarterback that time. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Allen now on first down. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Cowboys! Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Allen going to keep it again.
And he stopped immediately there. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you know what they say about the best laid plans, partner. I mean, this one was totally foiled. They played for the pass. The idea was if you want to run it, that's fine. We'll rally up and make the tackle, except they didn't get it done.
Yeah, 3rd and long, and a big run there. How about that? The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
2nd down and goal. Allen. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Did those defenders get to add to the lead directly?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd and 10, Jones, he's going to try and go deep again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From just shy of midfield, Allen. This is the tight end fan. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. 32 yards. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll run left with Pollard. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. He'll get this up to about the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as he gets this up past the 30.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Jones eluding the pressure right. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Off play action. Jones. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
A gain of 3, second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Allen off the play fake.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. From the 40 now on second down. Allen, he'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 9 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Keenan Allen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They go back to Pollard on second down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the... This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.